Dear students, welcome to the last part of centrifugal pump. In centrifugal pump, work is done by impeller on water. In the figure, N is the speed of impeller in RPM. D1 is the diameter of impeller at inlet. U1 is the tangential velocity of impeller at inlet, which is equal to pi d1n by 60. D2 is the diameter of impeller at the outlet. U2 is the tangential velocity of impeller at the outlet, which is equal to pi d2n by 60. V1 is the absolute velocity of water at inlet. VR1 is the relative velocity of water at inlet. Alpha is the angle made by V1 at inlet with the direction of motion of the vane. Theta is the angle made by VR1 at inlet with the direction of motion of the vane. V2, VR2, beta, phi are the corresponding values at the outlet. In centrifugal pump, water enters the impeller radially at inlet. That is, the absolute velocity of water at the inlet makes an angle 90 degree with the direction of motion of the impeller. The work done by the impeller on the water per second per unit weight of water striking per second is equal to minus work done in case of turbine. So that we can write that minus 1 by G Vw1 U1 minus Vw2 U2. By rewriting the equation, we can write the equation as 1 by G Vw2 U2 minus Vw1 U1, which is equal to half of Vw2 U2 since Vw1 is equal to 0. Work done by the impeller on water per second is equal to W by G Vw2 into U2, where W is the weight of water, which is equal to rho G into Q, where Q is the volume of water, which is equal to area into velocity of flow. So instead of area, we can write pi d1 v1, and instead of velocity of flow, we can write vf1. So the equation becomes pi d1 v1 into vf1, which is equal to pi d2 v2 into vf2, where b1 and b2 are the width of impeller at inlet and outlet, and vf1 and vf2 are the velocities of flow at inlet and outlet. Suction head of a centrifugal pump is the head required to cause the suction of a liquid from the sump to the impeller through a given suction lift. Suction head can be given by capital HS, which represents the suction head, is equal to small hs plus small hfs plus Va square by 2g meter, where small hs is the suction lift in meter, small hfs is the head lost in friction in the suction pipe in meter, Vs is the velocity of flow in meter per second through the suction pipe, and Va square by 2g is the kinetic head in the suction pipe required to cause the flow through the suction pipe. Delivery head is the head required to cause the delivery of liquid from the center of the impeller through a given delivery lift. Delivery head is given by capital HD, which represents the delivery head, is equal to small ht plus small hft plus Vd square by 2g meter, where small ht is the delivery lift in meter, small hft is the head lost in friction in the delivery pipe in meter, Vd is the velocity of flow in meter per second through the delivery pipe, and Vd square by 2g is the kinetic head in the delivery pipe required to cause the flow through the delivery pipe. Manometric head is the total head required to cause the suction and the delivery of liquid through the given suction and delivery lift. Thus, the manometric head is given by capital HM is equal to small hs plus small ht plus small hfs plus small hft plus Vd square by 2g meter, where small hs is the suction lift in meter, small ht is the delivery lift in meter, small hfs is the head lost in friction in the suction pipe in meter. Small hft is the head lost in friction in the delivery pipe in meter. Vd is the velocity of flow in meter per second through the delivery pipe, and Vd square by 2g is the kinetic head in the delivery pipe required to cause the flow through delivery pipe. Manometric efficiency of a centrifugal pump is the ratio of manometric head to the head imparted by impeller to the water. It is given by manometric efficiency is eta mano is equal to manometric head divided by head imparted by impeller to water. Instead of manometric head, we can write Hm, and head imparted by impeller to water is Vw2 U2 by G, so that eta mano, that is the manometric efficiency, is equal to G into Hm divided by Vw2 U2, where Vw2 is the velocity of whirl at the outlet in meter per second. Mechanical efficiency of a centrifugal pump is the ratio of the power available at the impeller to the power at the shaft of the pump. The mechanical efficiency, which is denoted by eta mech, is equal to power available at the impeller divided by power at the shaft. We know that the power at the impeller in kilowatt is equal to work done by impeller per second divided by 1000. And since work done by impeller per second is equal to W by G into Vw2 into U2, so the expression of the power at the impeller in kilowatt becomes W by G into Vw2 into U2 divided by 1000. So the expression of eta mech, that is the mechanical efficiency, becomes W by G into Vw2 into U2 divided by 1000 divided by shaft power. Overall efficiency of a centrifugal pump is the ratio of power output of the pump to the power input to the pump. So, we know that the power output of the pump in kilowatt is equal to weight of the water lifted into Hm divided by 1000. which can be written as for weight of the water lifted is W into Hm by 1000, and the power input to the pump is equal to power supplied by the electric motor, which is the shaft power of the pump. So the expression of overall efficiency, which is denoted by eta O, becomes W into Hm by 1000 divided by shaft power. Also, overall efficiency is equal to eta mano into eta mech. That is, the overall efficiency is equal to manometric efficiency into mechanical efficiency. The net positive suction head, in short NPSH, represents the suction head of the impeller I. Actually, the net positive suction head is the head required to make the liquid flow from the suction pipe to the pump impeller. For the smooth and cavitation-free operation of the pump, NPSH should have such a value that the flowing liquid do not boil under the reduced pressure. The minimum suction conditions are more frequently specified in NPSH, and it represents a combination of various heads. NPSH is equal to absolute pressure head at inlet of the pump minus the vapor pressure of liquid being pumped plus the velocity head in the suction pipe, which is equal to, for absolute pressure head at inlet of pump, we can write PS by W minus, for vapor pressure of liquid being pumped, we can write PV by W, and for velocity head in the suction pipe, we can write VA square by 2G. So, by rewriting the equation, PA by W minus VA square by 2G plus HS plus HFS for absolute pressure head at the inlet of the pump minus PV by W plus VA square by 2G, where PA is the atmospheric pressure on the surface of the liquid in the suction well. So, we can write that NPSH is equal to PA by W minus PV by W minus HS plus HFS, where PA by W or PA by rho g is equal to capital HA, which is the atmospheric pressure head. PV by rho g is capital HV, which is the vapor pressure head. Now the lectures on centrifugal pump are completed. Thank you students for listening the lecture.